Are you thinking about moving to the Philadelphia area, but you want that true fall lifestyle? Well, you are not alone. Every year, people look for a town that captures the crisp air, the pumpkin patches, the changing leaves, the community festivals. And here in the Philadelphia suburbs, it's not gonna be a season, it's gonna be a lifestyle. And most families here take fall very, very seriously. You're gonna have apple picking on the weekends, corn mazes, haunted houses, community events throughout different neighborhoods and areas that we're gonna talk about more in this video. Now, before we get into the video, I wanted to ask you guys real quick, what is your favorite fall tradition? Is it apple picking? Is it carving pumpkins? Is it making pumpkin seeds? Curious to know what you guys do as a tradition in your family in fall. Drop it down in the comments before we start this video. We're gonna talk about a few of these that you could do in these areas. Let's get into the video. In this video, I'm gonna break down the best towns in and around the Philadelphia area to experience the true fall vibe. We're gonna cover places in Bucks, Montgomery, and Chester County, and we're even gonna highlight some areas and towns in the city itself. Places like Manayunk, where fall traditions and just walkable charm easily come together. And if you are new to the channel, my name is Zach Neild, and I've lived in this area for my entire life. I've been a licensed real estate professional for the last 4 years now, and I've had the opportunity to help dozens of clients in probably similar situations to what you're in right now, helping people buy and sell all over the region. And if that sounds to be like a similar situation to what you're in right now, looking to make a move either in town, in the state already, or to the state, I would love to be a resource. You can get my contact information right up here on the screen. I'll put it up here for the ease of convenience. You guys can reach out, text, call, email, even schedule a free Zoom consultation. I've got links in the comments. I've got links to my profile, my bio here in the YouTube. You guys can schedule a Zoom call. We can meet face to face. We can talk about your long-term and short-term real estate goals, and then everything else that goes along with making that move here. So I can't wait to meet you guys. Feel free to reach out to me, text, call, email, information up here on the screen. Let's get into this video. All right, first up, we're gonna have Manayunk. And not everyone that wants fall is gonna wanna pack up, go to the suburbs, spend a couple days, or a couple hours there during the day, and then have that commute back. So that's where Manayunk is gonna be a very good option, whether you already live in Manayunk, you live close by in the city, maybe it's a 15-20 minute commute from Center City, Drexel Hill, places like that. Manayunk is gonna be a very convenient spot. Manayunk is gonna be, I've got a ton of other videos up about Manayunk on the channel, actually a lot recently too, home tours, desk style videos. So Manayunk is gonna be a historic Northwest Philly city. It's gonna get the best of both worlds. You're gonna have city living, right, city streets, city lifestyle, but you are gonna have a little bit of small town feel, small town charm when autumn does roll around. You're gonna have local cafes, you're gonna have the greenery in the streets and the nature that changes the colors. You are gonna have some local pumpkin patches that we'll talk about as well. So Manayunk, when the time of year comes, does turn into a small town. So we've talked about this before. Manayunk is perched just along the Schuylkill River. You're gonna have hilly hillside streets. You're gonna have historic row homes, and it's practically gonna glow in October just because of the character of the trees, kind of what's around there right now. All the trees in the area are gonna have vibrant shades of red, of orange, or even yellow. And then if you go down the main street in Manayunk, we could put some videos up here. It's gonna feel like you've stepped into like a Hallmark movie, like Home Alone even, right now. I know it's Christmas, but right before then. But you're gonna have coffee, you're gonna have nightlife, you're gonna have restaurants, little small local retailers. You're gonna have everything that you can imagine. Manayunk is gonna be a Philadelphia neighborhood that really leans into community events. You're gonna have the Manayunk Harvest Fest. It's gonna transform the streets, gonna close off the streets, gonna turn all of the streets, or most of the streets, a lot of the streets by Main Street and surrounding ones, into a festival of food. You've got food trucks, you've got live music, you've got local vendors, even activities for kids, right? Little games or things that keep them busy. And then there's also an arts festival. You've got the Street Eat Food Festival. You've got holiday themed events that they do all around town as well. But it's just gonna give that sense of close-knit community, small town feel, despite being, in a pretty large city, even outside of a pretty large city. Just having these little events and attending these local things are gonna make you feel like you're a lot more a part of the community, and that the community is a lot smaller. You start seeing local faces, you start really making connections around the area. For anyone who likes being outdoors in the fall, I know that's something that me and my family appreciate. We love going to pumpkin patches and apple orchards, corn mazes, whatever it is, especially on the weekends, right? You only got 4 to 6 weekends in fall, and that really, right before Halloween, that really, make it feel like that vibe. Enjoys being outdoors. Manayunk is gonna be a great spot for that, a pretty perfect location. You're gonna be minutes from the Wissahickon Valley Park. And here, you're gonna find over 50 miles of trails for hiking, for biking. You're just walking around the dog and enjoying some of this peak fall foliage. You're gonna have tons of trees, different leaf colors, different nature scenes. So This could be a great spot to go on a Saturday or Sunday morning. It's gonna be a little chilly out and spend some time there. In my opinion, it's gonna be one of the best spots in this Philadelphia region, especially just being outside of the city, see the autumn colors, to see, this nature, and it's practically in your backyard. Manayunk is gonna be known for younger professionals that love everything that the city has to offer, except for maybe some of that chaos. So you're gonna have Main Street, which is packed with shops, breweries, local owned boutiques, cafes, and then you're gonna have a pretty great nightlife. You're gonna have bars, restaurants that are up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning every night of the week, and you're gonna have an option as well. It's not just gonna be 1 or 2 bars. You're gonna have a pretty good selection for nightlife activities. And then when you are ready for a slower weekend, you are gonna have the Schuylkill River Trail. So that's gonna have miles of trails that you could bike, run, walk on. And then if you do wanna get into the suburbs, right, Collegeville, King of Prussia, even Conshohocken, Plymouth Meeting, you're gonna be anywhere from about 20 to 30 minutes. So getting out there, going to enjoy some of the things that we're gonna talk about later in this video are gonna be super, super convenient. In Manayunk, you are gonna have historic row homes. You're gonna have new construction condos and townhouses, even loft style condos. A lot of the time, they're gonna be more affordable, say, compared to prices in Center City, or even in nearby suburbs like King of Prussia, Conshohocken, Collegeville. So if you want city amenities, but you want a little bit of neighborhood connection, neighborhood community, Manayunk could be a really good spot for you. Next up, we've got New Hope. If you are searching for just that iconic fall atmosphere, New Hope in Bucks County is gonna be one of the first towns that comes to mind for me. You're gonna have cobblestone streets, you're gonna have colorful fall leaf foliage, you're gonna have entire communities and neighborhoods that lean into this season. New Hope is gonna be set right on the Delaware River, and it's gonna have stunning views year round, whether it's the summer, the winter, the fall, but in the autumn and the fall, it's something else just a little bit more special. Because of the number of trees that line these riverbanks, you're gonna have a pretty good view as you're driving around throughout the season. You're gonna have a lot of charming old character bridges that add a lot of character or charm, into the town. So as you drive over these bridges, you're gonna see some of these, these trees at the same time as you're going over the bridge. And then even at the same time, you've got some very historic buildings that just make for one of the most picture-perfect backdrops. People travel all over the state and even outside of the state, Jersey, New York, to take in some of the fall colors here, especially along River Road. New Hope is gonna take this season very seriously. They're gonna have an annual Halloween parade that pulls in people from across the region. They're gonna have ghost tours, just everything that you can imagine. Nearby, you're gonna have Peddler's Village, you're gonna have a Scarecrow Festival, you have Oktoberfest celebrations, you've got seasonal farmers markets. You come here for a weekend or even come here for a day, you're gonna really see why this small town just transforms big for this big autumn festival. Just outside of New Hope, you're gonna have Soulberry Orchards. It's gonna be a local staple for any families that want to do apple picking, hayride. They're actually famous for their apple cider donuts. People literally line up for it. You're gonna have, a line of a dozen or so people lining up for that. A lot of people say that it's a must-stop area if you're spending a day there. It's gonna be a hot spot for weekend outings, people out of state, families, whatever it is. New Hope is gonna be known for its art and culture scene. It's gonna be filled with galleries, theaters, boutique shops. You're gonna have a very creative vibe here. It's gonna be great for retirees, for families, even people that weekenders from New York or from the city. It's gonna have a perfect blend of small town charm. You have sophistication and a lot of privacy as well. In the evening, you're gonna find local restaurants, local cafes, oftentimes filled with a lot of locals. Next up, we've got Skippack. If you appreciate a good fall festival, Skippack is gonna be the place to be. Skippack is located in Montgomery County, and it's created a name as one of the region's most festive and community-driven towns in the area. Every October, Skippack hosts Skippack Days, which is one of the area's largest and most beloved fall festivals. You're gonna have over 100 vendors and crafters that line these streets. They're gonna offer everything from handmade to local food and seasonal treats. The village is gonna be packed with live music. You've got family-friendly activities. You've got, fresh kettle corn in the air. It's a little chilly outside, even some apple cider. It's gonna be it's not just a festival. It's really gonna be a tradition. It brings families together, it brings the community together, friends, family visitors, whatever, from Bucks County, Montgomery County, all over together. And we haven't talked about Skippack too much on this channel, so I'll talk about it a little bit more. When you walk through Skippack, it feels like you are just stuck in time, or maybe on like a movie set. The streets are gonna have very historic buildings. You're gonna have boutiques, you're gonna have galleries, you're gonna have local restaurants, and a lot of these storefronts are gonna decorate with pumpkins, with hay bales. It's scarecrows, whatever it is. Mums are very popular in this area as well, so you'll see a lot of mums hanging on local businesses. And actually a lot of kids, schools, sports will do mum fundraisers as well, so that's a great way to give back to your community, to kids, to local sports programs. Skippack is going to have a tight-knit, neighborly community. It's going to appeal to families, to empty nesters, really anyone looking for a slower pace of life. And it's only about 40 minutes outside of Philadelphia, so it makes it a great location for anyone who's looking to commute. The real estate market here in Skippack is going to be very diverse. You're going to find century-old stone colonial-style homes, townhouses even, but then you're going to find newer single-family homes and townhouses as well, with newer amenities and neighborhoods like that. You're going to have a wide range of buyers as well. You're going to have young families to retirees, and everyone's going to value the history, the convenience of living in this area. And homes are going to hold their value pretty well here, just given the demand for the area, the schools options. You're going to be part of the Perkiomen Valley School District, which is one of the most well-regarded school districts in Montgomery County. Next up, we've got Phoenixville. Phoenixville is going to embrace every season, but it's going to do a really good job with fall, probably the best job with fall. You're gonna have the annual Pumpkin Fest. This is gonna drive families, foodies, festival goers, everyone alike together. You're gonna have entertainment contests, you're gonna have community contests. It's gonna be a great time. And at the heart of Phoenixville, it's gonna be a very walkable downtown. I've got a ton of other videos up about Bridge Street in Phoenixville, but you're gonna have breweries, you're gonna have coffee shops, local boutiques. You're gonna have a very wide range of restaurants and bars for nightlife and just casual meals. And in this season, all of the local businesses lean into it. You're gonna have pumpkins on the sidewalks, fall menus. You're always gonna have a spot to go enjoy a Saturday, a Sunday in this fall weather. The food and the craft beer scene here in Phoenixville is especially strong, almost what it's known for. You're gonna have, actually Ironhill Brewery is no longer there, they moved out, but you got the Root Down Brewing, you've got the outdoor beer garden, you've got Bistro on the Bridge. All of these are gonna make Phoenixville a very desirable destination just on its own. Phoenixville's got a younger, more artsy, entrepreneurial crowd just compared to some of these other Chester County towns. It's gonna be a place where you've got a lot of energy, you've got a lot of community pride, a lot of creativity. It's going to be very ideal for people who want that suburban living with a little, flair. You've got some more privacy, you've got some more space, a lot of safety. You can join a community project, you can sing live music downtown, you go to, local events, whatever it is, it's going to make you feel a part of something a little bit bigger. And in this town, you're going to have historic row homes, you're going to have newer townhouses, even single family homes as well in some nearby neighborhoods. And many buyers are drawn to Phoenixville because they want to be part of the action. They want to be close to downtown, they want to be close to coffee shops, to breweries. They want to be part of a community that's constantly doing something new and having events. A lot of families actually appreciate that access to Chester County. You're gonna have very strong school districts. You're gonna have a very convenient location to get into major highways to the city, even farther out into Chester County, like Downingtown, Westchester, Paoli, Chesterbrook. It's gonna be in a very, very convenient location compared to some of these other areas that we've talked about so far. Next up, we've got Boyertown. I don't think we've talked about Boyertown too much on this channel. Boyertown also gonna be in Chester County, and this is gonna be home to freaking farms. It's gonna be where families, couples, really any weekend explorers just go to get that authentic orchard experience. And honestly, this is where many buyers fall in love with Chester County. The wide open beauty of it, all of the amenities that it has to offer. You're not gonna wanna miss this town. And Freak on Farms is the local landmark. Everybody goes here at this time of year. They turn into making fresh pressed apple cider, apple picking, homemade apple cider donuts, pumpkin patches, hay rides, live music. They've even got a wood-fired pizza oven there that is probably the greatest thing ever. And these festivals are gonna bring in not just locals or people that live in the area, but it's gonna have people from across the region. There's really not gonna be anything quite like, sipping this warm apple cider while picking some apples, having a slice of pizza, and then just enjoying this crisp fall air. You can spend an hour or two here, or you can spend an entire day here. There's so many different things that you could do. You can bring the family, you can bring the kids, the grandparents, whatever it is, and really make for a good day here. Boyertown and the surrounding areas here in Chester County offer some of the most just breathtaking views in the region. You're gonna have open fields, you're gonna have wide country roads, even hillside farms that are just, framed up with golden leaves and red leaves. You get the sunset in the background. This part of Chester County is going to be perfect for anybody that wants land, you want a larger lot, more rural lifestyle. You don't care about access to the city or to other areas as much, but you still do have some conveniences, right? You've got Exton, you've got Pottstown, even the King of Prussia area that's going to be 40 to 45 minutes away. In Boyertown, you're going to find everything. You're going to have old historic farmhouses. You're gonna have brand new single family homes, townhouses. resources. A lot of the lifestyle is going to be slower paced here. You're out in the suburbs. The neighbors are going to know each other. Weekends are going to be usually spent outdoors doing some yard work or taking the kids out, exploring the countryside, riding horses, going hiking, biking, even just enjoying some local events that they have at local farms, at farmers markets, places like that. I know that we said Boyertown was just outside a little bit. You are going to have access to major suburban amenities. You've got shopping, you've got schools, you've got dining areas. Still in this area, it's a short 15 to 20 minute drive away. You're gonna have some larger appointment hubs nearby, routes like in King of Prussia or Malvern or Exton. Hey, I wanted to take a minute and pause the video right here. I'm curious, what fall town has been your favorite this far? Has there been towns that we've already talked about that you've known that you've already liked? Or has there been a new town that we've talked about that maybe you're considering now and you want some more information on it? Comment that down below. I'm curious to see which town is piquing your interest or calling your name the most. Let's get back into the video. Well, the Philadelphia area is definitely not going to have a shortage of towns when it comes to seasons like fall. And the best part is that these aren't some great areas that are good just for the season. These are some of the best communities that are great to live even year round. And maybe you are considering a move to this area. Maybe there's a town that we talked about or we didn't talk about that you would like some more information on. I'll put my information up here on the screen. Call, text, email, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. I am available. I would love to talk with you, even schedule a free Zoom consultation. That way we could talk about your goals, just face-to-face, long-term, short-term goals. We could compare commute times, we could compare areas, cost of living, whatever it is. Would love to be a resource for you. I've lived in this area for my entire life, been licensed for the last 4 years now, and I've helped dozens of people, probably in a similar situation to what you're in right now, make that move all over the region. So reach out to me, text, call, email. I'll put my information up here on the screen. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It's gonna help out the channel and it's gonna help me make more videos just like this for you guys. So you're not gonna wanna miss that. And then last thing, before you go, drop a comment. You've watched the entire video. What fall town is your favorite at this point? I'm curious to know. Would love to talk about that town with you some more if you're making the move. Until next time, I will see you around.